Well, hey family, this is Darlene. Want to thank you for stopping by the Jury by BDK YouTube channel. I know you didn't come here for a sermon. So here's the video. And guess what? We'll talk. Well, hey family, happy Saturday. This is Darlene stopping by real quick. Sitting here making some goodies. I am still working on bracelets, so I'm going to work on a couple of bracelets. I want to do something just kind of fun and bright, and something that just kind of represents today, a kickback, relaxed kind of day. Nothing too serious. Just sitting here making some pieces. I ran out earlier and went to, what's the name of that store? Michael's. I went out to Michael's to see if I can find some quick wire, some quick 18 gauge wire. Didn't find anything. I guess everybody is just kind of buying everything up. When I was in Hobby Lobby yesterday, well, actually last night, for wire, they didn't have any wire. They were sold out of wire. And that's all I went in there for, like for some wire, 18 gauge wire. They didn't have any. So I said, okay, well in the morning, I'll go to Michael's and check out Michael's to see if Michael has any 18 gauge wire. They didn't have 18 gauge wire, but they do have something going on. Buy 3 strands of beads and get 3 strands free, equal or lesser value. So I saw a couple of strands of beads that I just said, okay, well I can get these and then get other beads that are lower price. So what they do, because I saw the calculated strategy, so they include up in there some clearance items. So the thought is, and I don't shop at Michael's enough to kind of know their strategy, like, you know, their pricing strategy and what they do at the register. So of course I go through, I pick 3 that were probably like $5.99. The highest price one was like $8.99. And that was the lamp work beads, because they're really pretty beads and I like them. So those were the highest price beads, $8.99. Everything else was like $4.99, $5.99. So $8.99, $4.99, $5.99. Those would have been regular price. And then anything, the other 3 would have been equal or less price, right? So I'm like, okay, I don't want all the same beads. So I'm going through and I'm picking out beads. So I saw beads that were like $2, $3, and $1, right? So what did I do? Because I'm thinking buy 3, get 3 free. And I guess maybe it says it on the sign somewhere, regular price or something like that. I didn't read all that, okay? All I saw was buy 3, get 3 free. And I think it probably did say regular price or something, right? But why, people ain't reading that stuff. So why do you even throw the clearance items up in there? So what happened is, of course, I got 3 clearance items, right? So the other 3 would have been regular price. Everything else is like clearance items, $2, $4, and $3, I think they were, right? So when I get to the counter, the register, everything rang up at a certain price. So the young lady was saying, well, this is not right, because it's the buy 3, get 3. And I'm like, yeah, I'm aware of that. That's why I kind of chose the ones that I chose. So she was saying, okay, well, wait a minute, let me do something. So she was doing whatever she was doing at the register, but the register wouldn't let her ring it up as buy 3, get 3 free. So of course she had to call the manager over. Long line in the store. Okay, really long line. And I'm like, okay, I'm just standing there waiting. So the manager says, well, it won't let you do it because those 3 items are clearance items, right? So she was telling me where you got to go if you want the buy 3, get 3, you got to get 3 that are not on clearance. So you can go back there and grab the 3 that are not on clearance, and then it'll give you the buy 3, get 3. So what would have happened with that is I would have got 3, buy 3, get 3, but then the other 3 I would have been paying for. So I'm like, well, I just said to her, well, no, that's okay. I'm good. I'll come back later. So I left the beads at the register because in my mind, I'm already seeing, the strategy. So I'll run back there and get 3 more. No, I'm up in here on a budget. I didn't come in here to do all that. I literally came to get some wire. I didn't tell them that, but this is what I'm thinking. I just came in here to get some wire. But so then I see the buy three, get three situation. And I'm already thinking, okay, well, shoot, three and three and get the lowest price ones and all that kind of stuff. But I was just like, no, see, they always got some little strategy that's put together, to where you're basically spending more money. So if you think about it, you're not getting nothing for free. You're not getting it for free. You still spending more money. So, you mark some items down. And my whole thing is, why do you even have the clearance items mixed up in? I know why they have them mixed up in there, because it's the strategy. And for those of you guys that shop in Michael's all the time, you guys probably could have said, Miss Darlene, that's why they got it all up in there. And girl, did you read the sign? I didn't read the sign. All I saw was buy three, get three. That's all I was looking at, right? And I'm sure it probably did say regular price, but I didn't see all that. So I'm just like, okay, you know what? I left all that stuff at the cash register, right there at the counter. I was nice about it, but I said, no, okay, I'm fine. Thank you. I'll probably come back. So anyway, let's make something fun. I got that was my little Michael's excursion for this morning. And I drove all the way out there too. And the thing is, I'm just looking for wire. So I'm gonna probably have to order some wire offline. But anyway, because I'm running out of wire. But anyway, hand painted beads, 25 millimeter. Let's just make something kind of fun. I'm gonna mix them with some other beads. I am later on gonna be using these strawberries and stuff too. But let's mix all these and just do something just kind of easy and pretty. And I like these, the yellow with all the color and all that kind of stuff. And I know it's probably still fall colors and stuff, but I don't be doing all that. Just kind of following what the colors are and that kind of stuff. Whatever my mood is, that's basically what I do. And I know some people are religious about following, the season colors and all that kind of stuff. I don't be doing all that. I'm just it would be different if you're like out and about and you're participating in some type of themed season season events and that type of stuff, but I ain't doing all that. That's even like getting caught up in the Christmas colors and making a whole batch of stuff that's Christmas colors, and you end up with a lot of that stuff. I'm just gonna mix, and then maybe some of you don't, I don't know. I'm just gonna mix all these beads up together, because I'm gonna use some of these plastic beads, and I'm gonna make some charms out of those. Just make a fun bracelet, and I think I'm gonna wear this bracelet tomorrow myself. I just want to make something fun and festive, just really bright, nice and big. I was just like, who is buying? Oh, and when I went into Hobby Lobby last night to get the wire, which they did not have, I went over to the paint because I wanted a bottle of black paint. And I use the Americana Deco Art paint, right? That whole shelf, that whole area over there with the paint, there was no paint for Americana. But right next to it, I don't know if that's called Barrel something or whatever that brand is, but they were full on that side, but I don't use that one. But the Americana paint, man, that side was just butt naked and loose. I was just like, oh my God, who is up in here buying up all the paint? I don't think I want that color right there. It's like, who is up in here buying up all the paint? I mean, there was no paint, and all I wanted was one bottle of black paint. That's all I wanted, one bottle of black paint. I didn't need nothing else. Black paint and some water. Wire. So I'm going to mix these like this. I don't think I want this bead in here. I want it to be more color. So I'm going to take this one off. And let's just put some color. I was just like, my Lord. It was busy up in there too. I mean, I'm like, what are they buying all up in here in Michael's? Miss Teresa had made a comment this morning and said that she said Michael's selection of beads is worse than Hobby Lobby, and I agree with that. They both have the same beads like all the time. It's almost like, why even buy anything? But see, if they got the little sales going on like they got, people buy that stuff because it's like, okay, well, yeah, if it's like cheap like that, I can go ahead and use it. But, man, we do better off buying offline, or, you know, like painting our own beads. Or I want to get into doing, what is that? Poly clay, the clay beads. I want to start making some clay beads, but I gotta figure out like everything I need to actually start doing it. So I'm gonna do a little research. I want to start making some clay beads. But that includes, I think, baking and all kind of stuff. And it's like, do I really want to be baking some clay? See, that's a really cool bracelet. This is really easy, and I'm gonna wear this tomorrow because I got a really pretty yellow dress that's V-necked and long. You guys know I like to wear my dresses dragging the ground. So it's a real pretty, not really form fitting, but it's form fitting, but loosely form fitting. Really long, pretty dress, yellow dress. And I think I'm going to wear this bracelet with it, but I'm going to put some charms on here. And I'm going to use these little plastic, I think these are plastic, acrylic bears. Because I want it to just be fun. I want it to be a nice little fun bracelet that I'm going to probably mix with maybe with a bangle or two, right? A bangle or two. And then maybe a gold bracelet. This is real pretty. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use some of this wire. And I'm just going to make a couple of charms. And that's what we're going to do. Make a couple of charms. Go ahead and fold our ends. Straighten that wire out a little bit. And then let's use like orange. And then all I'm going to do is fold that wire over like that. I'm going to roll it around, but I'm going to wrap the wire around the bear. And my thought is it'll make them look a little bit better. So if I wrap wire around them, take it around the bottom, bring it back up, and then take that wire up around here, I think it'll make the charms look a little bit better. Go ahead and clip that little piece off. Close that down. Make sure we don't feel anything poking. And then this is how we're going to do these little charms. And this is going to be mine. I'm going to definitely wear this tomorrow. And I'm going to match it with a bangle or two. And then another little bracelet that I got in there. And I'm thinking it'll all match. That's the thing about making jewelry, because you can make your own jewelry. You get a little outfit. And you need a little piece of jewelry to match with whatever it is that you got going on. You just go ahead and make it yourself. That's the cool thing about making jewelry. Make your own earrings, bracelet, necklaces, and all I'm doing is folding that wire down like that. Go ahead and wrap it around. Bring my bear back to the front. Go ahead and wrap that wire around. And then I'm going to wrap it around the bottom wire right down there. Secure it, and then bring it back up and around the top part. Really easy and simple. I'm going to go ahead and cut off that little piece. And let's see, make sure we got that pointed part, a little wire that was sticking. Fold it down because we don't want to feel anything. If you can still feel something poking, that means it's not. Yep, so that's that. You don't want to feel nothing sticking, nothing poking. Everything should feel real smooth. Go ahead and close that in just a little bit. Straighten that wire out. Do I want to use different colors? Yeah, let's use some different colors. Just make it a nice little fun bracelet with these little acrylic bears. And then go ahead and wrap that wire. Turn the bear back around the right way. This is the front of it right here. So the front of it is where I want to wrap the wire around, like here. And then wrap it around that bottom wire down there. You gotta turn it up ways. Go ahead and wrap it, and then bring it up around that top part. And you can just use all the wire if you want to. Cut a nice little piece. Go ahead and make sure you smash that down. You don't want to feel nothing poking. And then down here, I can go ahead and turn it, smash it down. Got a little bit of space to be able to do that. And this one, I think we are. Did we do this one already? Wait, that looked like it's trying to come off of the wire. See something. That one looked like it's trying to come off of the wire. So we're just going to pull it up. And then just go ahead. Because you see how that was? This little part was, it's like the wasn't wrapped around the wire. So I just pulled it through. And then I'm going to just go ahead and make a bigger loop like that. And try to get it over it like that. And we did. So now we're just going to take that part and just fold it, smash it down. As long as it's secure down there. And then this is why I need some more wire. I've been using up my wire. And if you haven't learned by now, I am a wire queen. I love working with wire. Okay, so we got this one. So we got 3. I thought I did more than 3 so far, but I guess not. Let me see what color. What color? Yellow. Let's do a pink one. From the bottom, all we're gonna do is pinch that wire. Go ahead and roll it, wrap it around, find the front of the bear, and then wrap our wire right on around, and then wrap it around the bottom. That secures it. And you can see how we wrap it around the bottom, and then we just gonna bring that wire right back up, and then bring it up around the top right here, right there on the top. You can use all the wire or not use all the wire. It depends on what you want it to look like. I'm going to go ahead and cut this piece off. And then I'm going to go ahead and just smash it down. And remember, you don't want to feel anything, so you want to make sure it's smashed down. And then we got 4 of these, and let's see. Just an easy, cool, nice little bracelet I'm going to wear tomorrow. Something fun and festive. The coolest thing ever when you just make your own jewelry. And I'm going to match this with a couple other bracelets. Easy. And some of these beads be looking like kitty beads. That's like with these little acrylic beads right here. You can still make these beads work. These strawberries, I'm going to do something with these too. I'm going to match them with some type of beads. I don't know what yet. But I'm going to match them with something to make them look like a adult bracelet. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I'll figure it out. So that's that one. And then we got one more right here. Orange. And we'll put that orange right here. Yep, and that's going to be a really cute bracelet. So I'm going to go ahead and match it. Shoot, it might be nice if I just put bears around it. But the other bracelet, let me see something. The other bracelets I am going to wear, they already got charms and stuff on them. So they're not in here. I was going to match it with something. But the ones I'm going to wear, I don't have them in here. But I like the way this looks. Nice and festive, just really easy. And you can see using those plastic beads. This is really cute. It's a really cute, simple, easy bracelet. Let me see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many did I put on here? 2, 4, 5. But then I use all these other beads. Let me see something. I'm going to make one more or two just to partner it. And I can probably just wear these two together. And might not have to match it with anything. Just, you know, just with let's see. I had painted this. I don't know what this is going to look like, but let's try something. Go ahead and grab a couple of these beads. And this one don't really match it. Well, I'm going to use this one. It's a bigger bead. Oh, that's really cool, but let's see. Let's see this one. I'm going to I'll put one more bead on top of here. Let's put this black one. This one is mine, so it don't even matter. Well, it matters, but it don't matter, if that makes sense. And you can mix all those colors in there together and make it make sense. 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. Cut off that extra. Put that knot in there. And then let's put this one on first. And then we'll put this one on. Yeah, see? That's easy. Look at that. That's gorgeous. And see, I don't need to mix nothing else with this. No other, no bangles, no anything. This will just be a nice little pretty set. All this color and stuff, I like this. You guys let me know what you think. And I'm thinking I might add some more of these little acrylic bears on here too.